PTSD or CPTS, complex post-traumatic stress. What is PTSD? It's a condition that alters the way I view reality. It initiates or enables the fight or flight, or what you may have heard it called survival mode, and an example of how it's displayed itself in my life. It's usually developed when your life has been threatened, life as you know it has been threatened, or you have been endangered in some way that's traumatic to you. It is really hard scientifically to investigate this because there is no unit of measure like inches, the metric system, pounds, to gauge one's feelings, emotions, traumas, or an individual's ability to handle these emotions, feelings, or traumas. It takes an honest willingness of the participant with professionals to try and diagnose this. And unfortunately, when you are experiencing it in real time, it is very hard to be aware of it. Even if someone that was close to me had mentioned something, I just wouldn't have been able to see it. So I've been allowed the power to choose who I surround myself with, right? And it's trustworthy, honest, reliable, solid people. Little by little, I begin to isolate from them. Little by little, I become paranoid. I start not trusting the things that are literally trustworthy. I begin to start questioning them. Now, this isolation and this questioning starts building and breeding this paranoia. So I'm trying to remove from me all possibilities of anything that could interfere with or affect life as I know it. Now, if I'm padlocking doors, I'm putting no trespassing signs up in the house. Rarely you ever see me any movement in there unless I know that there ain't nobody around. It gets to the point where I've situated myself behind 3 sets of doors, right? The first 2 of which are booby trapped, and I don't mean to cause bodily harm. I mean with indicators. There may be a tall glass candle or a big washer spray can to be knocked over when the first door gets open. I may have mounted a damn wind chime to the second door so it rings whenever that door gets open. And if you haven't verbally announced yourself or indicated that you're coming, you won't make it 1 step through that third door, maybe a half a step. And it's worse when I have weapons within reach. It's almost like I'm looking for a reason. Had to lay my weapons down. Now, anybody that knows me knows that whenever they come knocking, they're announcing. They're saying, I'm knowing who you are, or they ain't coming through now. The only person that would ever do that would be somebody that don't know me. Those kind of people I don't choose to be around, so there wouldn't be anybody there. So if you made it to that third door, you know I know what time it is. Now, as the PTSD has created this condition where I'm hyper vigilant, and over a period of time I've been waiting for this threat that's inevitably going to come. My mind's been racing. Personally, I got to where I can't hardly see anything but shadows. Now I begin into the psychosis stage of it, where I'm believing I'm potentially seeing things that may or may not be there. You know, I've had therapists tell me that it's not unreasonable to be paranoid because what little bit I do see, these shadows, it's fair to say that I could be concerned about whether or not something is or isn't there. However, the 3 doorways part of it, it's pretty obvious that I'm suffering from something. Now, once I'm in that final stage of anticipation of the inevitable, that's in all reality, nothing's coming. There is nothing happening, right? This PTSD's just driven me to this point. I mean, anything to take that edge off, man. I mean, the alcohol, whatever. I mean, just to try to numb that out. It's no excuse, but that's just my experience. That's what I've tried. And by the grace of God, I didn't meet the bitter end before I had that desperation of willingness created, or divine intervention, or whatever. And I'm sure that this is going to make me look a little out there, but sharing it with somebody might help somebody, or anyone that has a family member or loved one that is suffering from something like this. Just a glimpse into the life of someone that suffers from PTSD.